You're waking up or ending your day with Sky Squad TV, live from Bristol in the UK, where we are easily distracted by planes. Please welcome your host, Sean Tiernan.
Good evening, Sky Squad. Hope that everybody is doing incredibly well out there this evening. Good evening, good morning, good afternoon, wherever you are watching from. Hope you are doing incredibly well out there this evening. From myself, Sean, your host here on Sky Squad TV, live from our home base of Bristol Airport for a sunset live stream on a gorgeously beautiful and rather hot evening here at Bristol Airport. We are reverse ops this evening, ladies and gentle spoons. We are reverse ops. Our next departure out the door, a Ryanair Boeing 737 going to be blasting down runway 09 towards us, heading out to to Budapest this evening. But man, what an absolutely sensational, beautiful evening here. Ladies and gentlemen, if you can, give me a quick 5 out of 5 there in the chat to let me know if everything is coming through, looking good and sounding good for you lovely people. All seems to be coming through pretty well on my end on a quick little look-sees there on both of the streams. We are running a behind the scenes live stream as well. If you wish to get involved on the behind the scenes live stream, then you can right here on the channel. But good evening, good evening, good evening, as we are waiting for our beautiful Ryanair Boeing 737 to depart. I'm going to come over and say a quick good evening to you. Hello, hello, hello. My name is Sean, your host here on the Sky Squad TV live stream. We've got the behind the scenes phone set up already. So as mentioned, if you guys want to check out what's happening behind the scenes, have them both running side by side on a split screen. If you're watching on a laptop, computer or iPad tablet device that allows that, then please do go on over, check out the behind the scenes live stream as we wait for our gorgeous Ryanair Boeing 737 to depart. We should also have some nice arrivals, but just a quick one before we jump into the proceedings of today's live stream fully. We're going to be out here for a short live stream, going to be about a 2-hour live stream today. Between the hours of 8:30 p.m. and 9:30 p.m. here at Bristol Airport, there is absolutely no arrivals and or departures at all leaving the airport. So when Sean pre-planned this live stream earlier on, well, actually towards the end of last week, I planned to come out and start streaming from 7 p.m. But when looking closer at Flight Radar, of course, that was not a good decision from Sean. So we changed that pretty sharply. Should we go right now out the door? Absolutely zooming over the top of us for some overhead departures this evening. We're used to this spot over the last 2 weeks for the overhead arrivals, but here we are with the overhead departures. Look at that, come on. Wowzers, and I've already got sunscreen in my eyes. Hey. But good evening everybody, hope you are doing well. Lovely to have you here joining in on our rather short but super fun evening live stream from Bristol on a scorcher of a day. Tomorrow is meant to be hotter, meant to be 33 degrees here in the Somerset area. Oh, wowzers. But good to see you all. Thank you so much for the 5 out of 5s in the chat there. And yeah, apologies about the colour. There's not really too much I can do about that, unfortunately. I'm running a camcorder and everything is on manual settings right now. Charlie, why can you not turn your camera fully up? What do you mean by that? If you are meaning the vertical panning, it is because there's only so much vertical panning that a tripod head can do. So yeah, there's only so much that there's only so much vertical panning that a tripod head can do. And then you get to a point where it maxes out. Leighton, good on ya. Yeah, Marcel, apologies about the colour. As mentioned, running a camcorder, so of course we don't get and everything is on manual settings as much as it can be, so we don't get a massive amount of play with the color and of course the saturation and contrast and everything of the camera itself. So we're doing our best with what we can do with the camera. Of course, the sun is directly in front of us as well. Martin's there as well. Good to see ya. Hi from a sunny but hot Bradley Stoke. Good to see you, Martin. Ms. Wolves in the house. Good to see ya. Don't worry, guys. I have my water today. Don't worry. A320 Neo is our next departure. I need to get this sun cream out of my eyes before our next arrival comes in, which is an ATR by the looks of it. I've got my bottle of water with me. Don't worry about it, ladies and gentlemen. Thank you so much. We will stay as hydrated as we possibly can on today's live stream. But here's our first arrival. Reverse Ops runway 09 is in operation for us today. ATR coming in. Might be a Logan Air, might be an Aer Lingus. Good on you, Charlie's Aviation. Yeah, mate, so it's all to do with the tripod. So yeah, once you get used to working with a tripod, then you'll understand the limitations of vertical and horizontal panning. Beautiful arrival there. The 09 operations looking good, right directly through the ILS masts as well. Logan Air ATR 72600 coming in from Jersey. How hot is it in Bristol? I think it's about 28 degrees right now. It should tell you at the bottom of the screen on your weather overlay the temperature. Currently it says 27, so I wasn't too far off. 27 degrees is how hot it is right now. But of course the humidity seems a lot higher than that. There's no wind. There's like a slight breeze coming through, but that's pretty much it. So yeah, it's very warm. Glenn's Aviation, good to see ya. Hope you're doing well. Five out of fives there in the chat earlier on as well, so thank you everybody. Marcel saying a cool overhead shot in the behind the scenes. Yeah, loving the placement of the behind the scenes for today's live stream as well. Logan Air ATR 72-600 just arrived. Going to be turning left, right, I suppose. Going to be turning left down taxiway Alpha momentarily. Looks like it's rolling all the way down there for us as well. Need a bit of a sun visor. There's our gorgeous Logan Air ATR 72-600. Just arrived in from Jersey. But the sunset is going to be absolutely incredible tonight. Yeah, a Mini Atlas is exactly right. Good on you, Leighton. Yeah, Mini Atlas is exactly right. Marcel coming in already with a 7-month membership, a milestone in the ground crew tier. Saying all love to my lovely wife for 25 years and 1 day. Marcel, congratulations to you and your wife for 25 years of marriage. Wowzers. Mate, congratulations. That is inspirational stuff, eh? 25 years. Here we go. EasyJet out the door. A320 Neo. Keeping the landing gear down. Kept the landing gear down for an extra second there for us as well. That was pretty nice. Much better colours when the sun's behind us, but of course we don't have that luxury this evening. We would have that luxury if I had a van or a vehicle to stand on top of around by Winters Lane, but I don't. Gosh, I love this location. I love this location, both for arrivals and departures. Good pick, 5 out of 5, awesome. Is Bristol Airport expanding? Yeah, it surely is. It surely is expanding. The expansion is underway in certain parts of the airport. There is all the permissions and other things coming into play as well. But yes, Bristol Airport is expanding. The runway will be expanding. Certain elements of the airport will also be expanding at the same time as well. But yeah, congratulations, Marcel, on 25 years of marriage. Ipso's there in the chat. Good to see you, mate. Good evening. Hope you are doing well. Marcel saying, cheers, Joe. Next year, your turn. Yeah, bring it on. All right, spin back around and get eyes on our next departure here from Bristol Airport. Already rolling down runway 09. EasyJet A320 going to be heading out to Porto. Don't miss it, Sean. Landing gear still down. Just going up now. And then we had an arrival coming in, so we spin back around and grab eyes on the arrival. But that EasyJet out the door, heading to Porto. Spin back around and get eyes on our arrival. We saw it as a double bubble coming straight over us there. Look at that. Wow, gorgeous departure there from the Airbus A320 from EasyJet heading out to Porto this evening. Yeah, beautiful. But once again, good to see you, Ipso, and good to see everybody else for this evening from Bristol. Hope you're doing well. Thank you so much for tuning in to tonight's live stream. It's going to be an epic stream. We are just going to be blinded the whole time, though, with that sun directly in front of us. But hey, it's going to be worth it. As our EasyJet A320 Neo has just landed in this morning from Naples this evening. Can tell I'm used to being out here in the evening, eh? In the morning. Look at that, I'm messing it up again already. Funny stuff. It's so good to have everybody joining in this evening. Hope you're doing well. Welcome to Bristol Airport live this evening for a short but fun live stream. The sun is directly in front of us, which is not ideal, but hey, we are working with the hand that we've been dealt with this evening. But hey, once that sun sets, the sunset's going to look absolutely sensational. Ronnie's there in the chat as well. Good evening, Ronnie. Good to see you. Giant Coin Stacks, good to see you. Mine and Russell climbed to altitude. A quick climb to altitude as well. They were out the door fast this evening. Quick climb to altitude is correct because, as we saw, this EasyJet, we caught a glimpse of it just as our EasyJet rotated out to Porto. We saw this one come in just behind it. A321 Neo is our next departure. EasyJet heading out to Faro. Here we go, A321 Neo power set. A321 Neo power set rolling down, heading out to Faro this evening. Gorgeous. Another one coming in behind it. Yeah, full noise, eh? But yeah, as Martin mentioned, that earlier A320 that went out climbed to altitude very quickly there because it needed to get out of the way just in case the arriving EasyJet A320 had to perform a go-around of some description. Jay Aviation, good to see you. Enjoy those metal birds, mate. Surely you will, buddy. Are you out here this evening, mate? Or have you finished up doing your plane spotting for this evening? Good to catch up with you and to talk to you via TikTok earlier on or yesterday. Ibso, need a counter for the morning evening thingy. Yeah, I know, right? I feel like I need a coffee. What time is it? 10 to 7 in the evening. Not a good idea. Martin Dingle, good on you. There you go. Hey, Sean, mate. Is that really water you have in that bottle? You're getting your time of day mix, mate. Hey, Martin, good to see you, but don't be asking questions, buddy. What's in the bottle stays in the bottle, eh? Nah, can confirm, just water. The adult flavoured beverage, as we like to call it here on the stream whilst we're live, is well and truly in the fridge, getting extra cold, waiting for me when I get home tonight. A320 EasyJet in the door from Mahon. A reverse thrust on. 214 variant, 11 years old in the EasyJet fleet. She's an oldie in the EasyJet fleet this evening. J Aviation, good to see you, buddy. Leighton saying, you would think it's a stream from the Mediterranean with this amazing weather. Mate, you're right. Good on you. Correct. Unreal, eh? Safe to say we cannot complain here in the UK at all about the weather, although we probably could. Seeing as we're English, we will always complain about something. We'll complain that it's too hot, obviously, is the main thing that we're going to be complaining about at the moment. Loving those beautiful sunset shots through the windows of the cockpit. as our EasyJet turns on to taxiway Foxtrot. Going to be taxiing to its gate, of course, here at Bristol Airport this evening. Once again, ladies and gentlemen, hope you are doing well. Hope you're doing well. Hi Hayes is asking, what expansion have they got going on today? I'm not 100% sure with you, to be honest. I don't 100% know myself, but I know that they are doing some, they're doing little pieces of work to the airport terminal building itself at the moment, as little mini starts to the expansion that is happening. Umesh, good to see you. Welcome in. And ladies and gentlemen, if you haven't already, please do hit the like button on today's live stream right here on YouTube. Of course, it is a free way for you lovely people to support the channel. The more likes we receive today and tonight on tonight's short but fun live stream will help to push this out to even more new people to come in and join us tonight out here at the airport. It's going to be an absolute blast for reverse ops as well. But good to see you all. Thank you so much for joining in. As mentioned, going to be out here until about 8:30 this evening. Yeah, going to be out here until about 8:30 this evening, which is when Bristol Airport kind of goes to sleep tonight, really. There's not much at all happening between the hours of 8:30 and 9:30. We're going to be getting a shot through the fence there by Jet 2. We won't, because that doesn't look very nice, to be honest with you. We'll keep our eyes to the skies though. If anything nice flying above us, coming in and out of London Heathrow, and or coming across us to coming from Manchester. To have an A320 Neo lining up. I can see our A321 that just departed up here somewhere. Right in the middle of those two. Wonder if I can get another eye on it. No, I don't think so. Where is it? It's somewhere in the middle there. Too much haze going on up there. Too much haze. I can't track it. I think it's actually a little bit higher. No. Can't track it. Can't track it. Too far away. Too much haze going on. But we're going to get eyes on our next departure, which is already sitting pretty at the top of a runway 09, hiding away up there in between the ILS masts. Jack Stevens, good to see you, saying, evening mate, sorry about Saturday last week, I overslept, but I'll be there this Saturday morning, and next year I'm departing Bristol to go to Amsterdam to see their model shop. Awesome stuff, mate. Sounds good. I possibly won't be here on Saturday morning. I'm not 100% sure what my stream is going to be like for this coming weekend. There's a kid not having too much fun out there this evening. Yeah, I'm not 100% sure what my streaming schedule is going to be for this weekend and what day and morning I'm going to be out. Here we go, EasyJet 320 Neo out the door. Fantastic, man. I so hope that's sounding good for you guys. Both on the main stream and on the behind the scenes stream as well. As the sun sets, you've got the cool evening breeze starting to come through. I think one of the kids in the distance is a bit annoyed that I'm standing right here. I changed my position, High Haze, because there is quite a decent bit of shrubbery and hedgerow built up right in front of the mud mound location that I usually stand at to stream from here at Bristol. I noticed it a couple of months back, and it seems to just be getting higher and higher and higher every single time I come to the mound to do a stream. So I've changed my location just to change up the scene just a little bit for you guys as well. Change up the angle, keep it a little bit exciting. But yeah, that's why. But mostly because of the hedgerow that's there. But once again, lovely to see you all. Welcome to Sky Squad TV from our home base of Bristol Airport. Hope you are doing incredibly well out there this evening. It's a pleasure to host you all tonight for a few hours from our home base of Bristol. As mentioned, we do have a behind the scenes stream running as well. A really good sound. Good on you, Martin. Thank you, mate. That's the beauty, I suppose, of the reverse ops flying directly overhead. And of course, when it's runway 27, of course, the usual runway is in action, then it's the beauty of them being the overhead arrivals. But of course, we've got reverse ops tonight, but this guy climbing straight out. A320 Neo heading out to Palma. Beautiful scenes, eh? Beautiful scenes. But hey, yeah, we're out here tonight, having a bit of fun. Unsure how tonight's going to go in terms of how many movements and other things that we are going to be treated to. But hey, we will make the most of what we get here at Bristol Airport this evening. That was our arriving at EasyJet just a few moments ago. But once that sun goes down a little bit more, then we'll start getting a bit more colour. Ryanair on the pushback, Boeing 737. Heading out from Bristol, of course, to Dublin. Oh, there was a C-17 that flew over earlier. Definitely would not have been able to get eyes on that. In true typical like Bristol airport fashion, you get so many heavies and cool planes flying over to and from the likes of London Heathrow. But on really clear, warm days like today, you don't get any of the vapor trail or whatsoever, which is rather annoying because it's quite hard to see. It's quite hard to see the overhead arrivals and departures coming in and out of London Heathrow. Hayes asking, was there a runway defect before? Yes, there was. So there's actually been a little bit more news and press that has been released about what the runway defect was, and part of the runway had actually been ripped up. Which is pretty crazy. So yeah, the runway had actually been ripped up. Essentially, a massive pothole was made in the runway by a arriving plane or departing plane. I'm not 100% sure. I'm gonna maybe hazard a guess that it is a arriving plane with the amount of arrivals and that of course come in and out of Bristol Airport. But yeah, so it actually ripped up part of the runway. There's been quite a few more videos that have been released. That have been released via social media about what happened. And yeah, it was a big old strip of tarmac on the runway actually got ripped up, which was mental to see. I was not expecting that. Was not expecting it to be a big old piece of big old strip of the runway. So yeah, pretty crazy if I say so myself. Shadows there in the chat as well. Greg Miller, good to see you. Good to see you tuning in all the way from Australia. Wow. Greg, good morning, good evening to you, my friend. Hope you are doing well. Pleasure is all mine to host you here this evening, buddy. Hope you're doing well. Lovely to have you. Welcome, welcome, welcome. It's a sensational evening out here at the airport. Apologies, ladies and gentlemen, if you hear me swallow every now and then. Of course, I'm trying to keep myself as hydrated as we possibly can. Ronnie's there in the chat. Good to see you, Ronnie. Surely are on reverse ops, mate. How long was it closed for? It was closed from 6 p.m. in the evening until 8 a.m. the following day. So 6 p.m. last Friday, Bristol Airport closed down, and 8 a.m. Saturday morning, Bristol Airport reopened again. Massive amounts of planes were diverted to Cardiff, Birmingham, London-based airports, Newcastle and Liverpool as well. So massive amounts of diversions, because for those of you who are unaware, between the hours of 6 p.m. and when the very last arrival lands into Bristol, which is at 4 a.m. in the morning, that is an incredibly busy period here at Bristol Airport. Incredibly busy period. Good to see you guys. Hope you're doing well. My name is Sean, your host here on the channel. If I haven't seen you before, just dropping over to say a big hello. Got the behind the scenes camera behind me as well. If you're watching that, hello on the behind the scenes. But anyway, yeah, so Bristol Airport was closed last Friday, 6 p.m. until 8 a.m. the following day, because there was a big old strip of tarmac that had been ripped up from the runway, which is very unfortunate. Who knows who was the culprit, but hey, the weather here in the UK has been insanely dry. I don't think we've had a significant drop of rain for about 2 months now, so it hasn't rained for quite a while here in the UK. We really need some rain, to be honest with you. It's getting a little bit crazy at the moment. Everything is incredibly dry, and yeah, we need rain ASAP, really, my friends. But hey, I'm not complaining. I'm loving the weather. This Southern Hemisphere guy, used to live in New Zealand, is absolutely loving this weather. I'm pretty used to this kind of gear, pretty used to this, to these temperatures and how everything looks so dry and so dead. But I have to say though, the UK gets hot. And I take back all of the years that I told so many people that the weather in the UK sucks and never move to the UK because the weather sucks. But this seems to be, in summer anyway, hashtag global warming, that's a conversation for another time. This seems to be the norm at the moment, which is pretty crazy. So yeah, hopefully this continues on in the summers, and hopefully the UK adapts and gets used to this type of weather at the same time as well. But lovely to see you all. Good evening, good evening. We are here for a short amount of time. We are going to be finishing up proceedings at about 8:30 p.m. this evening, so a rather short live stream, just because between 8:30 and 9:30 p.m. there is absolutely no arrivals and or departures or whatsoever. So we will be shutting down shop here on the stream at 8:30 p.m. and then I'll be in the car on the way home. But it's a pleasure to host so many of you tuning in with us this evening. I apologize slightly about the beautiful sunset that's happening behind us. Yeah, the sunset is absolutely sensational. It does, of course, blow out the picture quite a bit, but once that comes down even more, then we'll start getting some beautiful colors and hues in the sky. I actually thought, to be honest with you, that it would be setting in the top right hand corner of your picture. I actually thought it would be setting more on the right hand side, so more actually on the western side of the airport, because of course the sun sets in the west, rises in the east. So I thought it would actually be, at this time of night anyway, I thought it would actually be moving more over, or would have already been more over, the actual terminal building itself. But hey ho, it's not. So we're going to get a little bit blown out shots every now and then. But hey, this is what we're here for. This is what it's all about the fun. But we're coming out, we're doing a show, and it's an absolutely gorgeous evening. Beautiful views behind me as well of the wonderful Felton Common. Yeah, I know I've got my behind the scenes phone there, right in your way, but hey, we're waiting for this Ryanair Boeing 737 to depart. We do have a EasyJet A320 coming down on its finals. We get eyes on that in just a moment when I can locate it up there in the haze for you guys. And yeah, Hazel is there in the chat. Is it Hazel? Hi Hazel. Yeah, Hazel, I'm reading that properly now. Hazel is there in the chat, saying that she's excited for the solar eclipse tomorrow night. Sally's there in the chat. Good evening, Sally. Hope you're doing well. Yeah, so tomorrow night it is a partial solar eclipse happening here in the UK. I was going to try and see if I could kind of get some video footage of it and or do a live stream, but I don't have the right filters for the camera. And of course, if you point any type of camera equipment, be it your phone, be it any type of camera equipment at any type of eclipse, or any type of direct insanely powerful light like an eclipse, then you can basically wave goodbye to your camera sensor, as it will completely melt and destroy your camera. So, word of warning from Sean, your host here on Sky Squad TV: if you are out watching the solar eclipse tomorrow, do not film it and or take pictures of it unless you have the correct filter lens, which most people do not, because they are incredibly hard to get a hold of. It's essentially an ND 1 million filter, which essentially turns your camera lens and your camera view completely black. It breaks down any type of solar eclipse, any type of yeah, any type of insanely bright light, it will completely break that down. So yeah, please do not aim any of your cameras at the eclipse tomorrow, my friends, because I want you to be able to continue using your phone and all your cameras. Big shout out to William for dropping in 10 joules. The gold coin for 10 joules. Good on you. Thank you so much. These are all new little bits and pieces that YouTube have put into the YouTube creator dashboard and on live streams. They're trying to become a little bit like Twitch in a way, where you can now send what they call GIFs. So you can see at the bottom right hand corner of your live chat box, you'll see that there's like a little present icon down there. That's now GIFs. And yeah, you still pay for those, of course. Beautiful. Here we go. Here's our EasyJet coming in. I want to see if I can get it. Yeah. Look at this. We'll see it come in. They now call them GIFs. They're trying to kind of take on Twitch and Kick. Look at that. As that EasyJet banks left to line up onto the center line. Beautiful. That's what I was hoping for. That's the money shot I was hoping for tonight. There it is, eh? Anyway, William, thank you so much for that. Martin saying, best way to watch is build your own pinhole projector instructions on internet. Yeah, Martin, I read something about that. I was doing some reading on a couple of Reddit forums, and there was a couple of people that mentioned something about building your own pinhole projector. So I might have to do that actually, mate. So yeah, thanks for that. Because yeah, I don't know. I think it'll be awesome to do like a live stream for it, to be honest with you. Yeah, it'd be absolutely awesome to do a live stream for it. Don't know. I feel like the engagement and the numbers would be pretty good on that. But hey, if you see a random live stream pop up from me late tomorrow, then you know that I've found a way to live stream the solar eclipse, partial solar eclipse. Jessica, hi everyone. Can I join you on this live? Jessica, you are most welcome to join us here on Sky Squad TV live from our home base of Bristol Airport. Hope you're doing well, Jessica. Lovely to have you here. We're just watching our next arrival, EasyJet A320 coming in from Glasgow as it's coming down on to runway 09 here this evening at Bristol. But good to see you, Jessica. Lovely to see you. Welcome in. Welcome, welcome. My name is Sean, your host here on the live stream. Hope you are doing well. It's a pleasure of mine to host you here with us this evening. Jessica, awesome. Happy birthday for 1 month time. Beautiful arrival from the EasyJet A320 coming in from Glasgow. Sorry about the shaky footage there, guys. Coming in from Glasgow, going to be taxiing down taxiway Alpha and going over the holding point for Zulu 4 when runway 27 is in action. Leighton, yeah, good on ya. I read that as well, yeah. Apps 83, good evening, good to see you. Hope you're doing well. Yeah, Leighton, I read that too. Leighton saying, easy and safe option to view eclipse is use a bucket or bowl of water and just watch the reflection. Yeah, I think I will. I don't want to point any camera at it, to be honest with you. And also, don't look at it too much either, because it can damage your eyesight. Such an incredible thing. Ipso, okay, cool. We're eyes on, eh? We're eyes on. Good on you, Ipso, we're eyes on. I know that you will be as well. All right, we go. Ryanair lined up on a runway 09 as we speak is going to be our next departure heading out to Dublin. But once again, thank you everybody for joining in on today's live stream. Can we blast through 100 likes before we get to our first hour of live streaming? As mentioned, going to be a relatively short live stream. Ryanair rolling down runway 09 as we speak. Free way for you lovely people to help this channel out and to grow this channel and to push it out to even more people is to hit the like button. Full noise from Ryanair already. This is going to be loud when she comes over. Here we go. Whoa, a little bit of a right bank going on already. Whoa, pushing the nose out. Is there a bit of wind up there? Crabbing already. That was an interesting departure. That was a very interesting departure for my friends at Ryanair. Whoa. Don't know about you, but that looked a little bit odd to me. That looked a little bit odd to me, that one coming out. Maybe up there, a little bit higher up, a few hundred feet above the ground level, there is a little bit of a crosswind, or maybe they hit a little bit of turbulence or a wind shear. Definitely not a wind shear, surely. Wowzers though, that looked a little bit... Yeah, that looked a little bit out of sorts there, if I'm honest. Unless it didn't, and I'm just making that up. Beautiful departure from the Ryanair 737. Heading out, left bank starting up already, heading out to Dublin, of course. Our next Ryanair 737 is heading out to Prague, which we're going to get eyes on as it's lining up on runway 09 as we speak. Well, it's getting there anyway. Maybe it's still on the taxi. Sitting pretty over there on the holding point for runway 09. Over in the distance. My mum's just messaged me as well, saying we did the cardboard and pinprick hole in the 90s for the last one when you were only a little boy. Good on you, mum. Good evening, though, mum. Good to see you. Here we go. Loganair E145 is our next arrival. Love the Embraer E145. What I like to kind of call like a stretch limo jet, really. Don't ask me why, but yeah, I like to call it a bit of a stretch limo jet. Whoa, nice bounce there though from the E145 coming down at us. Nicely on the center line though, if I say so myself. Very nicely on the center line. Of course, that ILS mast, of course, getting in our way just a touch there. Not much we can do about that. Leighton saying, yes, was definitely a bit side on. Clear pictures, perfect. Good to see a T-tail jet. Yeah, good on ya. That's what it's all about, the Embraer ERJ E145. She's an old one now, eh? The ERJ. A319 is our next arrival coming in. Just got eyes on EasyJet. We're just going to see if we can locate it in the viewfinder. There she is up there. Landing gear still up. So we'll see that landing gear come down in just a moment. Need to drop it down soon though. Sitting pretty at 2,500 feet. They usually drop it at about 2,500 feet. So it should be any second now really that they'll drop the landing gear. But looks like our... Looks like our Ryanair is actually going to get out before our arriving A319. I was going to say E then, but the Embraer jet that's over here. Looking absolutely beautiful. Loganair coming in. As you say, Martin, good to see the T-tail jets, eh? Look at the glare off the wings there, beautiful. Ryanair power set rolling down runway 09, heading off to Prague this evening. Alex Heath's there in the chat as well. Good to see you, Alex. I can't remember if I said hello to you already, buddy, but hey, hope the house was nice and clean for when your much better half got home on Sunday morning. Good to see you back in the chat though, mate. Hope you're doing well. Mate, this Ryanair's loud. Heading out to Prague, she's heavy. This one's doing it as well, look at that slight right turn. Whoa! I suppose I've never actually been right underneath. I've never been right underneath the departures when 09 is in action, so I don't know if that's normal. Of course, usually, from where we usually stand, we're side on. So I don't 100% know if that slight right turn, shifting the nose out, is normal. I know in some airports, of course, they do make a slight right turn. Go back around and capture our A319 coming in. But I do know at some airports, they make a slight right turn not too soon after the rotation, around about 1,000 feet or so that they can, of course, start the separation. Just in case the next arrival, if there is one trailing behind, needs to make a go around or an emergency procedure, and so then it gives them a straight out and a direct line of airspace so that they don't have to make any turns. They can just focus on toga, rotate, get out of there and have another go. So interesting, eh? Love it. Martin, did they really? Bristol used to have lots back in the day. Trident, BAC 111s. Wow. Sinead's there in the chat. Good to see you, sis. Hope you're doing well. Also one of our awesome super mods. So good to see you, sis. Hope you're well. Hope you had a lovely morning at the swimming pool. Sunbathing at the swimming pool. Good to see ya. Spotless, and she loved the footage of her landing. Thanks again, Sean. Yeah, no worries, Alex. No worries. Big shout out to your much better half there, mate. Hope you had a nice. Hope you've had a nice few days with the missus back in the house. Let me guess, the dinners have been much better than what you cooked for yourself, eh? Let me guess. Let me guess, it was beans on toast or takeaways or burgers from down the road. Surely the dinners are much better now, eh? Surely. Ipso saying 23 left at Manchester usually has an immediate right turn to avoid overflying Knutsford. Have I said that correctly? Knutsford? Yeah, I know back when I was living in New Zealand, depending on which runway they used, there was an immediate right turn for the departures, of course, heading out of Christchurch, New Zealand, just in case of any emergency procedures happening or last minute corrections that needed to be made or go arounds. So of course to clear the airspace, allowing those planes that needed that extra time for an emergency declared to of course make the corrections on a straight out and direct line from the center line of the runway. JCD, good evening, good to see you, I hope you're doing well. Next arrival, EasyJet A320 coming in from Berlin. Haven't got eyes on it in the distance just yet, but we will do very soon. And if you aren't aware, ladies and gentlemen, we are running another behind the scenes live stream on today's Sky Squad TV channel. Knutsford, good on ya. Alex, no more takeaways, mate. Hey, at least the bank account will be in a little bit of good shape, eh? At least the bank account will be in a little bit of good shape now that the missus is back. We're good on you, Alex and co. Hope you are both doing well. Lovely to have you back here with us again this evening. Waiting for our next EasyJet arrival, A320, to pop into my view. I'm just getting some extra footage as well with my action camera, which is clamped to the top of the tripod, the behind the scenes tripod there. Oh, just missed the left bank, just missed the left bank. For the approaching A320 EasyJet coming in from Berlin this morning, 214 variant. And ladies and gentlemen, thank you once again for hitting the like button. Can we get through 100 likes on today's live stream before this EasyJet A320 lands on a runway 09 here at Bristol Airport? Xander, good to see you. I hope you're doing well. Zander, good to see you. Hopefully I'm pronouncing your name correct there, my friend. But lovely to have you here with us this evening. Hope you're doing well. EasyJet A319. Sounds like they've got the fans going to cool the brakes down on the A319. So must not have used a huge amount of braking, or was all brakes on that arrival from the EasyJet A319, because you can hear the loud high-pitched squeal of the fan cooling the brakes down. A little bit of breeze coming through now, cooling us down a little bit, which is perfect. We've got the cows out this evening out in the field. There's a group of lads looking like they're disturbing them a little bit. So I'm eyes on the cows, because they do have their calves with them as well. If you disturb a mother cow with a calf, then mate, see you later, really. Looks absolutely gorgeous with the sunset behind it. This approaching A320. Yeah, I'm eyes on the cows. Because I did have a little bit of an interaction with them on one of my streams a few weeks ago. Definitely felt a touch uneasy, to be honest with you, because they were just right there. Carwyn Davies tuning in all the way from New Zealand, 6 AM there. Good on you, mate. Good to see you. Good morning, good morning, good morning. Hope you're well. Louise is in the house. Good evening, Louise. Good to see ya. Sorry to hear about the pain you're experiencing in your legs and your knee there. Hoping for a speedy recovery, but good to see you, Louise. Hope you're doing well. Great job on Stu's stream today regarding the modding. I was lurking for the most part. Lovely arrival from the EasyJet A320. Landing lights off already. As mentioned, A320 214 variant coming in from Berlin. 8 years old in the EasyJet fleet. Looking fantastic right behind that box there. Axis Productions, good to see you, mate. You're doing well. Hey, all just dropping in. Hey, Matt, I've been meaning to message you, buddy. Matt, can you drop me a message on Instagram, please? Right now, just say hello or drop a emoji. But essentially, you got a shout out on a Australian radio station from our very good friend Was Radio, who runs a radio station called Highland FM, based in Sydney, Australia. I sent my viewers over to your stream a couple of weeks ago, and he was part of it. Went over, very much enjoyed the show. He's a lifelong aviation fan, a massive live streaming fan as well. His name is Warren, and yeah, goes by the username Was Radio, and yeah, runs an awesome radio station. He gave you a shout out, and he sends the shout out snippets to everyone that he gives them to via email, but he doesn't have yours. So yeah, mate, send me a message on Instagram just so that I remember, and send me your email address if you can, then I'll forward you the email that I get from Woz, and it's got the shout out and you're mentioned in there as well. So yeah. And he's got his own Discord server as well with quite a few hundred people in it, where you can chat with people throughout the week who are long-term fans and listeners of his channel, but just a really awesome guy who loves aviation, has been around the aviation industry for a long time as well himself. So you might see him quite a few times in the live stream chat. Mate, I'm just streaming. I'm streaming for another hour. Streaming till 8:30 this evening. It's not going to be a super long stream because there's not a massive amount of movements, but there's nothing at all after 8:30 and between 9:30 p.m. this evening. So we're going to be out till 8:30 this evening. So yeah, that's when we're going to be out till. So yeah, about another hour, just over. We'll get the last few departures and arrivals that come and go. So yeah, not a super long live stream this evening. Not very first time, but one of the only times I've come out to do a bit of an evening live stream. So we're still testing out the best time of the evening to come out and to get the most out of the departures. As you can see though, we've got an absolutely gorgeous sunset happening behind these planes. My camcorder's doing the best that it can to get a good picture for you. But yeah, if there was more happening between 8:30 and 9:30, then we would have stayed out for longer, because I would have loved to have done basically like 7 p.m. to about 10 p.m. out here at the airport doing the streams. Hey Louise, no need to apologise to me. Please do not apologise to me at all. You go and look after yourself, eh? You go and look after yourself, Louise. Don't apologise to me, please. You are perfectly fine. Look after yourself. Your health is everything. A Ryanair coming in is our next arrival into Bristol. Lovely right bank from the Ryanair coming in from Faro. That gets itself lined up. Yeah, the Golden Light's awesome, eh? The camcorder's doing the best it can. I probably don't have it in the right settings, to be honest with you, but the camcorder's doing the best it can. It's not the biggest sensor, of course. But hey, not much we can do about it. We'll work with what we're given, eh? We'll work with what we're given. But yeah, good to see so many of you for tuning in. Please do hit the like button if you haven't already, ladies and gentlemen. Free way for you lovely people to support the channel. As mentioned, didn't know what we're going to be treated with tonight here at the airport. But it's been pretty fun so far, if I say so myself. We are running the behind the scenes live stream as well, if you wish to check that out. So for those of you watching on the behind the scenes, good to see you. Gosh, I will say though, guys, it is warm. Judith, good to see you. Good evening. Welcome in, Judith. Welcome. Saying evening, everyone watching from the Filton area of Bristol. Good to see ya, Judith. Hope you're doing well. Ipso saying it's pretty good to me. Good on you, mate. How's the weather down south, Ipso? Is it good? James is there in the chat as well. Good to see you, James. Hope you're doing well. Sorry guys, I keep losing this Ryanair. Sorry, it's my fault. Lovely arrival though from the Ryanair. Almost need like a sun visor on top of my camera right now, just to like block the blazing sun that's like directly shining into my eyes. Doing anything for the solar eclipse tomorrow? No, not really. Matt, I thought about doing like a special live stream, but you know, after reading into it and like the do's and don'ts with the camera and trying to find the right ND filter and all that for it, I thought, nah, probably best not to, so I don't want to damage the camera, eh? and or my phone or anything like that as well. So now we'll probably be watching it in some way, shape or form. Yeah, maybe do like the water bowl trick or something like that. Maybe I could do a live stream of that, set up like a bowl of water and have the eclipse hopefully. Oh mate, Ryanair coming in heavy on the right hand side, smoking the front wheel as well. Yeah, maybe I can set up a bowl of water or something and have my camera next to it and see what reflections we can get. Oh, Matt, did it really? Chris, Netherlands, good to see you. I hope you're doing well. I'm assuming you're tuning in from the Netherlands if that's what your YouTube name is all about there. Hope you're doing well, mate. Good to see you. Welcome to Sky Squad TV. Hope you're doing well. Mate, you're saying like your camera got burnt or you got burnt? As in like sunburn? Sorry, with all the talk about cameras getting damaged and stuff like that, I thought that you were saying that your camera got burnt then for a moment. I was like, sheesh, how did that happen? There we go, beautiful Ryanair Boeing 737 in the door. From Faro, 2 hours and 12-minute flight. 13 years old, this Ryanair Boeing 737 in their fleet. My skin got burnt. Yeah, okay, fair play. So you were like me, basically, at Heathrow the other week. Got absolutely sunburnt. My leg was so bad. I've never experienced, well, I have actually. I've experienced sunburn that bad once, a long time ago. Ipso also saying that it's baking hot for him down south. It's just baking hot everywhere, eh? I just wore a t-shirt, not good, mate. Is that because you were going out to Blackpool when you were flexing your muscles, buddy? Is that why? Mate, the sea breeze does trick you. The sea breeze does trick you. I feel like I learnt that lesson quite a few times living in the Southern Hemisphere, of course. Yeah, living out there in the Southern Hemisphere, in New Zealand especially, with no ozone layer. So you've got no natural protection from the sun whatsoever. It just absolutely ruins you. Absolutely ruins you. Leighton saying lots on here, enjoying your stream, Sean. Lovely footage and chats, mate. Good on ya. Suze, good morning. Good early morning to you over there in New Zealand. Hope you're doing well. Lovely to see you from a very warm Bristol airport. Hope you're doing well. Pleasure's all mine, Suze. Yeah, mate, honestly, that sea breeze will get you. Ms. Wolves, the wonderful and amazing Ms. Wolves, coming in celebrating 9 months in the Sky Squad TV membership tier. In the ground crew saying, thanks for all your great work, Sean. Ms. Wolves, has it really been 9 months already? Wowzers, eh? 9 months already in the membership tier. That's mental. But good to see you, Ms. Wolves. Hope you're doing well. Hey, guys.
Hi, sorry, we're spoiling your...
Oh, no, you're okay.
Okay.
No, that's all good. But just a word of warning, if you stand in front of that camera and you look at the camera, then quite a few people on a live stream will see your face. But yeah, because we are live streaming right now onto YouTube. So yeah, you can stand this way and no one will see your face. But if you do that, then everyone will see your face.
Okay.
And you might hear me talking to myself quite a bit, but I'm talking to quite a few people on YouTube. So, but Suze, good morning. Well, good evening to you. Good evening to you from the UK. Good morning to you in New Zealand. Hope you're doing well. Pleasure's all mine. So that's us for a little while. Silky, good to see you, Silky. Hope you're doing well. What's Silky saying, eh? Ipso's telling lies, it's blooming freezing. Yeah, right. It's not freezing, mate. It's all, come on now. All right, next departure is our ATR 72-600. Going to be heading back out to Jersey. Fast turnaround, eh? EJ 320 Neo delayed. Oh, I should have actually been gone already, to be honest with you. And we've got quite a few arrivals coming and going in the next few minutes as well. Ryanair from Alicante delayed landing until 9 p.m. this evening. Madness. Typical Ryanair fashion, eh? And then we've got a few coming and going at the same time. But our next one should be one of our EasyJets. There we go, pushing back already in your picture, as you can see. Ground crew heading out there. Of course,
on the runway now.
Of course, the fellas out there on the side of the plane, of course, are the ones that keep an eye on the engines just to make sure that there's nothing around there, behind or in front, that's going to get sucked in, sucked out. Logan Air ATR 72-600 is being pushed as well, but EasyJet's being pushed too. Wait for their transponder to turn on so that we can see where they are going to. JCD28 saying that dance for the behind the scenes was brilliant. That bloke wasn't shy.
So is there anything in and out, do you reckon, at the minute?
Yeah, so we got the EasyJet A320 Neo that's just been pushed back, is going out soon. The Logan Air.
This way?
Yep.
You come this way?
Yep.
Take off this way, is it?
Yep.
Yeah.
So the takeoff today, so the active runway today is 09, which is classed as reverse ops, because it's usually runway 27, which is then them coming down here, and they'll taxi in front, and then they'll of course take off facing the south.
Okay.
But tonight they're taking off facing the north, so they'll come straight over, climb all the way out to Bristol, essentially to like the city, and then either bank left or right, or depending on where they're going, they'll just continue going straight on.
When
so
they arrive this way as well, do they?
No, so they will arrive coming from the south. So yeah.
Oh, that's cool to watch.
So, are they planning to put a new runway in?
It's not a new one. They're planning to extend the current one.
Right. So the one that goes north.
So the one that we see right now.
Yeah.
So this one right here in front of us is the only runway that the airport has. But what they want to do is essentially expand it this way.
Okay.
Right.
So they want to extend it by a couple of 100 meters, because it's currently 2,100 meters in length. So it's one of the shortest runways in the UK for the amount of passengers and that actually come in. So yeah, they want to expand it by another 300 meters, I think it is. So which will essentially bring it out to about here. And then
won't affect the common.
Well, no, you just need to extend this.
it will affect the common on the fact that the lights you see right here, so the lights right in front, which will turn on soon probably, they're called the landing lights, and of course they help the planes come in. They will then be in here.
Yeah.
So the main, which I've had quite a few chats with some of the people that run the petition, they've got their sign there, which is quite funny. I've had quite a few chats with them, try to understand as to what they're protesting against. Of course, didn't really get that far with them, but I tried my best to be that civil. So anyway, so these landing lights and some higher ones will be essentially where those guys are sitting, and then there'll be more going down. So it's not going to affect it massively.
Is there like a fence going to be there then?
There is going to be a fence around
but not like a long
the lights, but it's not going to be a massively long
That's not a
fence,
massive
no,
deal, then,
because
What are you making a fuss about then?
well, yeah, because correct. Essentially, the fence will be where the fence currently is now, and then there'll just be like box fences. But of course, yeah, it takes land out of the common. And I think one of the other main things as well is that, of course, they do need to do some work on the roads. Like they need to expand the roads, because the airport currently handles 10.5 million passengers a year. They want to put it up to 12, and then they want to go to 15. Of course, when it goes up to 15, then the other part that they're protesting against, of course, is the noise. You know, you're going to get much bigger planes coming and going, and there's going to be more people. There's going to be more people on the roads and other things like that. So yeah. So their main protest at the moment, they will have other things as well, is that they just don't want land to be taken out of the common. But you know, you have a look at the rest of the airports around the world. Humans and nature, we all adapt in our own way. So. But yeah, I've tried to have some civil chats with them. You know, they haven't.
Pro airport then.
Oh, 100%, 100%. But not just for the fact of that I get to enjoy some more planes, just for the fact of what an airport expansion can bring to like the rest of the city, Somerset, you know, further down south, further north, Wales, like what it actually does to the rest of the country economy and what it can bring and more jobs it can open up for people, you know, because there's a lot of people out there at the moment that don't have work. So if there's an opportunity for an airport to create a few hundred more jobs, awesome, you know, it's great. Yeah.
Looks like it's taking off. Look.
More for it. This one's coming right down the runway as we speak now. So our ATR 72-600 little turboprop coming down towards us. Logan Air heading out to Jersey. Here we go, everybody. Full noise already, eh? Beautiful Logan Air ATR 72-600 out the door, off to Jersey this evening.
But you can see the actual
Beautiful. Daryl, good evening, good to see you. I hope you're doing well.
It's near where you were.
And thank everybody for hitting the like button on today's live stream. 100 likes already, good on ya. Thank you so much for tuning in. Silky Sam, good to see you, mate. Celebrating 4 months in the captain membership tier, eh? Good on ya. Wowzers, that's gone fast as well, buddy.
Oh yeah. You used to be able to, there was a road that went around it, then you could still go on it. But from the golf course, you can literally, the planes are like there. So imagine the golf course here, the planes are there. You can literally feel like you're crossing the planes.
Alright, next arrival, Ryanair Boeing 737 coming in. Spin round and get eyes on in just a moment. Then we got a couple of departures as well. Where is it? There it is, coming head on. Awesome.
They're much better this way. They're much better this way. They
But
go really, really
if you
well.
want, we can have a look. There is a road that used to be able to go round. It's like literally going round the...
Yeah, it's called Winter's Lane.
You still go on it?
Yeah. If you go round to it on the left hand side here, then there's a part that comes around a bend and you can just slot yourself in on the right hand side, and you're basically right next to them as they touch down.
Yeah.
But like you don't get the best of views because you've got a massive fence that's right in front of you. So like you are looking at them directly through the fence.
There that I play at.
Oh yeah, cool.
And you can see them from there.
Oh, can you? Yeah. Okay,
really
nice. Yeah, cool.
You sound like you're an Aussie or something, mate.
Yeah. Well, I'm a Kiwi.
Kiwi.
Yeah.
Oh, that's the worst thing I could have said.
What's Kiwi?
New Zealand.
What's where you stay?
New Zealand, yeah.
I've lived in New Zealand.
Oh, have you really?
Yeah.
Oh, yeah.
We
Where did you live?
immigrated there when I was 14.
No way.
Long
Did
time
you
ago.
really? Wow,
Yeah.
that's amazing.
Yeah.
That's so cool. Yeah, I lived over there for 9.5 years.
Yeah.
But yeah, originally from Hertfordshire, so just on the outside
you
of
are
London.
English.
Yeah. And then I moved over there in 2016. It was, and then
Why'd you come back here?
because we had a baby and
right.
and our family's here, and so
You needed some help.
yeah, correct. We needed some help. It's exactly right. We needed some help, and yeah, we wanted him to be, of course, kind of closer to his family and that for the next X amount of years. Don't know how long it will be, but definitely won't be forever. But it'll be for the next X amount of time. But yeah, miss it though, eh? Miss it big time.
Yeah, I mean,
Miss it big
I
time.
liked it, my brother and my mum, but my dad just hated it.
Oh really?
Yeah.
Yeah, I suppose it would have been a very different landscape then as well, eh?
Yes, yeah.
Very
I mean, he wasn't
different
the
landscape.
most sociable of people, so you know, he wasn't
Fair.
conducive to making friends with the Kiwis. You know what I
Right.
mean? He was like,
Yeah, okay.
Joe, you really have to enter it, don't you?
Yeah, okay.
Fully, but he wasn't a bit like that.
Yeah, nice.
Where is it? Oh, wow.
Alrighty, Ryanair in the door, Boeing 737. Nice and loud. She's heavy on the reverse thrust, big time there.
Are they not going to come?
No, don't.
Going to come all the way down and taxi onto taxiway Alpha, head back up Foxtrot to its gate.
And there's one cut going to take off now, look.
Yeah, 2.
Yeah, but not coming our way, is it?
It is.
Yep.
Oh, is it?
Which one is it?
Like
That
bigger.
one?
The one,
Oh, right.
the one right in the back there.
You can see it.
Oh, yeah.
Guys, tell us when.
Hazel's back there in the chat. Good to see you, Hazel. Hope you're doing well.
Should we wait for that one to come?
Oh, we'll hear it. Ready? Come on.
Where are you going? Don't go near the cows.
Beautiful. Arrival there from the Ryanair Boeing 737. Nice and loud on the reverses, eh? Nice and loud. So we'd like to hear our next departure. A320neo going to come right over us off to Marseille, or Marseille, however you pronounce it. Somewhere nice. 251 variant, 7 years old in the EasyJet fleet. All right, we go. Power set on the 320neo.
Girls?
Where? I was coming there.
This one's going to be nice and loud. She sounds heavy already. Loaded up. Here we go, 320neo blasting down runway 09. Oh, rotated already. Yeah, she's heavy. This is going to be nice and loud. Keeping it low too. Slow rotation, so she's heavy.
Jump on a jet. It's got 4 engines, which I like.
Beautiful departure there from the EasyJet 320neo. Whoop. Morning, Telly. Good to see ya. Morning to you over there in New Zealand. Good to see you, mate. Another A320 departure coming at us. Bristol to Belfast. Just a short hop. Jake, good to see ya. Good morning. Well, sorry, good evening. Used to coming out doing the morning streams. I keep saying morning. Martin, really nice departure. Yeah, very nice departure, eh? No worries, guys. Enjoy the rest of your evening. So crazy, the amount of people that I've met recently who have lived in New Zealand or have spent time over there recently. Crazy. Very cool. All right, here we go. EasyJet A320 blasting down runway 09 towards us. Can hear those old CO engines going for it already. There she is, man. Those CO engines screaming out the door on that A320. I believe they are the CO variant engines on that particular A320. 214 variant, surely. Anthony, good to see you. I hope you're doing well. Access Production saying awesome shot. Thanks, mate. Gorgeous scenes, eh? Anthony, good to see you, buddy. Hope you're doing well. As our EasyJet starts his left bank, how good. Our Logan Air and Bray E145 is out the door already. Wow. Sounds like it's coming towards us, so we're going to spin around and get eyes on our T-tail. Here it is. Just grabbing the rotation. Look at that skyline. Embray E145 out the door, gorgeous. That landing gear went up fast, little rocket, looks like one as well. Wow, love the T-tail jet, look at that. Look at the red on the engine cowls as well. Amazing, looks incredible. The T-tail jets never disappoint from here, eh? So good. Hello, mate. Ipso saying, how did they turn it that fast? Did they even let anyone off? Yeah, I don't know. I don't know. Me and you both, mate, no idea. I was waiting for one of the guys on the bikes to come up and have a little look-sees. A little pocket rocket for sure. Good thing about the behind the scenes stream, most people don't know it's on, so a little bit of a safety aspect, I suppose, on that behind the scenes stream as well. Sounds like our Tui over in the distance has, it's got his beacon on, but Tui over in the distance with the beacon on there. That gorgeous Embray 145. Look at the left bank on it. Ibso correct though. They turned that Embray 145 around so fast. What, they came in what, like half an hour ago? I think. Always good when you say hello to someone but they don't say hi back, eh? Didn't actually catch a glimpse of where this Embray 145 is off to, if I'm honest. Wow, I wasn't expecting to track it out for this long. Sun has well and truly set to the west of us now, which means our shots will be a little bit easier to see. Bring up a bit more colour on those planes flying in to Bristol. If we do have any more arrivals, I don't think we're actually going to get another arrival before the end of tonight's show. Great Western Transport Hub, good to see you, saying that jet looks a little like the Concorde. Yeah, it does, eh? It really does, actually. Yeah, with the way that the nose was pointed up there on the climb, I see what you mean. Yeah, interesting. Our TUI has the beacon on. That's over to the right-hand side of me. It has the beacon on, but it's not showing on radar just yet, I don't think, unless it's pinged up now. I'm zoomed out a little bit on my flight radar on my phone. Great Western Transport Hub, I live in Bristol, mate. Good to see ya. I gathered with the name that you are a West Country-based boy. Well, boy. West Country-based person, sorry. Good on you, Anthony. Thanks so much for liking the behind the scenes as well, buddy. Oh, we've lost that Embraer into the haze and the cloud cover there, so we'll say goodbye to it for the time being, eh? We don't have anything on approach, but look at that for a gorgeous shot of the sunset there. Wow, incredible, eh? Beautiful shot of the sunset. Do have a EasyJet 320 been pushed back. Sitting on the taxiway over there. Wingmen off to the side, of course. Good on you, Anthony. Thanks so much. Great Western Transport Hub. Well, I live in Bath. Snap. I also live in Bath. But yeah, get out to Bristol and the airport quite a lot. Do weekly live streams from Bristol Airport. But mate, good to see you. I hope you are. Oh, sounds like something above us is quite nice. Oh, yeah. Next arrival, A320 inbound. EasyJet coming in from Faro. Let's get eyes on. There's me saying I don't think we're going to have another arrival. And here we go, EasyJet coming in. Oh, lost it. There it is. I was hoping to get it on the bank. We've caught a couple on the right or left bank coming into the airport today already. Wowzers, 20 hours. What was the delay for? 20-hour delay. What was that for? Did they give a reason why? That's a pretty significant delay. Delayed your flight by 20 hours. Surely there was a reason. Surely there was a reason as to why they delayed it for 20 hours. Surely. EasyJet taxiing down Foxtrot. TUI with the beacon on over there in my favourite livery. The TUI blue livery, as I like to call it. Yeah, Mohusif delay. 20 hours. That is mental. Yeah, let us know in the chat what it was for. I'm interested to know. Massive delay. I've never heard of that long of a delay before. Right, EasyJet coming in from Faro. Our EasyJet that is taxiing is our 320 that's heading off to Edinburgh. And I can't remember if I mentioned it, but thank you everybody for helping us blast through 100 likes on today's live stream. Very much appreciated. I've also appreciate that this is a very last minute, almost spontaneous mid-week evening live stream on a Tuesday evening. One of few times that we've come out to do a midweek live stream for you. So still trying to figure out the best time and day to come out and do those live streams for you lovely people. Yeah, if you've been delayed by 20 hours, that is, you know, pretty decent grounds to not be happy with an airline. I've never heard of that happening with the likes of EasyJet though. I've heard of that happening with the likes of Ryanair and some other airlines, but never heard of that happening with EasyJet. EasyJet are usually pretty good. $20 hours. All right, there's our EasyJet coming in this evening from Faro. Lots of flights coming and going from Faro this evening, eh? 2 hour and 15-minute flight on the 320 214 variant. 14 years old in the EasyJet fleet. Definitely a workhorse. Can usually tell those slightly older A320s by the fact that on the wingtips, they have the small triangle. They don't have the sharklets. If they don't have the sharklet wingtips, they're usually now around about 13, 14, 15 years old in the fleets of the airlines that have them. If they have the sharklets, then of course they are below that age range that I just mentioned and younger. So it's always quite cool to see the 320s with the triangular wingtips there. Of course, helping to reduce drag, helping to reduce fuel as well. Many a good tune played on an old fiddle. Good on you, Ipso, love it. As the sun sets, the cool evening breeze has come through. Temperature has dropped quite a bit. It's very comfortable out here this evening now, which is very nice. Getting some lovely colours on those jets too. It's almost like it's kind of almost like a morning light in a way, really. The colour that we're getting. Next arrival is going to be a baby bus A319 from EasyJet coming in from Palma. A few minutes away. We'll get a couple of departures out, I would imagine, before the baby bus 319 comes into play. TUI with the beacon turned off now. I'm imagining the ones parked over to our right-hand side in the remote stands are just there for probably maintenance or parking. There's a Jet 2 over there as well, which I think has been parked up for a few days actually. So I'm assuming this EasyJet we're looking at right now is waiting for this EasyJet 320 to depart to that particular gate. Sorry, 319 to depart that particular gate so that it can take it. One in, one out. As our next one lines up on the centre line of runway 09 for its departure this evening. New battery life is alright, just checking. Martin saying, watch an old airshow clip and it was on the prototype A320 from 1988, so nearly 40 years old. Wow. Prototype with the A320, man. Has the A320 program been going for that long? That's crazy. Here we go, 320 blasting down runway 09, heading out to Edinburgh. 214 variant. Mate, she's sounding loud. Here she comes. Loud and heavy. Yeah, I love it. So good. Out the door off to Edinburgh. EasyJet 320 214 variant, of course, as mentioned, 9 years old in the fleet. Yeah, Martin, crazy that the 320 program's been going for 40 years. The prototype, anyway. Madness, eh? Love it. So good. Ooh, steady. Sorry?
Are you streaming?
Yeah, bro. Yeah.
Oh, wow, yeah, brilliant.
Yeah.
Okay.
No. On to YouTube.
Okay.
Yeah.
Sorry, we didn't mean to.
Oh no, you're okay.
We were watching, we were like, right.
Oh yeah, it's cool.
Set up and
No, that's all good. No worries at all.
How many subscribers you got?
Just over 6,000.
Oh, that's sick.
Yeah, 6,250. I want to say. I think.
That's brilliant.
But yeah, it's cool. Yeah,
I love watching things take
it's pretty cool. Like, it's a good number, but at the end of the day, it's kind of mostly about the amount of people that, of course, will tune into them.
off. Yeah.
But yeah. Yeah, Martin, mad. I was surprised. From 1988, crazy. Yeah, I didn't actually realise the A320 program was going for that long. And see you guys. Enjoy the rest of your night. Yeah, 1988, eh? Mad. There we go, A320 out the door. Temperature's dropped quite a bit here now. It's nice though. Like, not saying it's cold in any way, shape or form. Another A320 departure coming at us shortly. Where'd you go, EasyJet? Where'd you go? Took my eye off the ball for one moment and Shawnee boys lost it. We'll keep our eyes on the next A320, eh? Keep our eye on the next A320, but what a beautiful view of the sunset this evening. Not sure it does too much justice for you guys though, but here we go. Next A320 heading out to Newcastle. Always good to meet people, eh? Yes, I did remember my drink, sis. Thank you. Yeah, A320 heading out to Newcastle, EasyJet. Got an A319 coming in and an A319 going out as well. So we shall wait and see which one is going to get in first. I reckon the A319 departure is going to be the one that's going to win the race this evening. It's coming on to its finals though, the A319. So unless the A319 baby bus that's departing is going to line up and do a bit of a fast vacate, a turn and burn essentially. Martin saying the Boeing 737's first flew in the 1970s. Well, as they say, if it isn't broke, don't change it. True, mate. If it isn't broke, don't change it is the exact mantra. And hey, some would argue they haven't been broken for quite a while. So it looks like our rival of the A319 is the one that's going to win the race. They're going to be in first before our A319 departure. So let's get eyes on if we can. Look at that skyline, eh? I'm not sure if it's coming up too well for you guys, but the skyline here to the human eye looks absolutely gorgeous. Okay, 319 coming in from Palmer, 111 variant, 17 years old in the EasyJet fleet. 17, eh? Sitting pretty at 1,800 feet, dropping down on to runway 09. But once again, pleasure to have you all here joining in with us this evening. If you have been enjoying today's show, then please do let me know in the chat there, ladies and gentlemen. Of course, you can hit the like button as well. Free way for you lovely people to support the channel. If you haven't already, then please do. And if you would love to see what's happening behind the scenes as well, you can check out our behind the scenes live stream that we're running here. Matthew Clarkson saying, evening from Cornwall. Good to see you, Matthew. Hope you're doing well. KDD, good to see you. Welcome to the last few moments, last 20 minutes, half an hour or so of tonight's live stream, live from Bristol Airport. Ipso, good on ya. But yeah, welcome, ladies and gentlemen, to Bristol as the sun starts to set beautifully here at the airport tonight. One A319 on the way in, and then we're waiting for an A319 that's going to be on the way out very shortly as well. Wow, not sure if the Ryanair heading out to the place name that I can't pronounce was the one that came in earlier. But if it is, once again, massively quick turnaround for that. About half an hour, I would say. That came in when that lovely family of 4 came up to have a chat. The guy that did the dance in front of the behind the scenes camera. Might have to turn that into a bit of a highlight. Here we go, gorgeous A319 coming in, looking beautiful with the pink sky behind it. Pink in my viewfinder, not pink in your screen. As mentioned, 111 variant, so 16 years old. This particular A319 that's just landed. My chat keeps disconnecting from my phone. Guys, are we still all good? Mods, let me know in the chat. Is the stream all good? Everything still running good? Or is it just a bit of a technical problem on my end? A319 in the door, looking beautiful. I'm just losing my internet connection just a touch from my personal hotspot to my secondary phone, but it's like we're all good. Beautiful scenes there from that 319 taxiing down. Takes away Alpha before our next departure is coming at us. Here we go. Head on with our next departure. Our A319 baby bus. We had one in and one out. Here we go, coming over. Sensational, eh? Airbus A319 out the door. Next is our Boeing 737 that's going to be coming at us as well. Hello, mate. Oh no, you're right. No. You're all good. I'm zoomed in to about 5,000 feet, so it's fine. Always nice to see the locals walking around as well. It's good to say hello to those guys. You get to kind of know the people, especially when you come out early in the mornings as well. Yeah, especially when you get to come out early in the mornings, you get to know, you start getting to kind of recognize people. Sorry, ladies and gents, I'm just having a slight technical issue with one of my phones behind the scenes here, not connecting me back to the chat. Here we go. It's come back now, so sorry about that. I missed quite a few chats there. But good to see you. Martin's still there. Yeah, all good. 5 out of 5. Good on you guys. Nah, I'm not with O2. Definitely not with O2. They're the worst mobile network in the world. O2 are shocking. No, we are on a merger. We got a SIM card from Smarty, which is, of course, the Free and Vodafone network. And then we got a SIM card from 1p Mobile, 1 penny Mobile, which is, of course, our EE network. But hey, good on you guys. Sorry, yeah, just had a bit of a dropout on the old hotspot connection there to one of my secondary phones that's running the chat. But we're back up and running. Ryanair going to be our next departure. I lined up on taxiway Foxtrot, looking beautiful. The sunset is gorgeous this evening. Gorgeous. Stu's there in the chat. Good to see you, mate. Matthew Clarkson saying, nice to see English airports being done. Not a fan of flying as get bored easy, but somehow booked a 4-hour flight. End of August to Turkey for me and my 2 boys. God help me. Good on you, Matthew. Good to see you, mate. Mate, hope all goes well for your flight at the end of August. Off to Turkey. Hey, it could be worse, buddy. It could be worse, eh? It could be worse, my friend. Our Ryanair that we're looking at now is heading out off to Dublin. Gorgeous scenes there. Bristol off to Poland is the other Ryanair. And then we've got our 319 that we just saw arrive. Our A319 is banking right up there. We might even see it fly back past us again in a moment as well. So... But looks like we might be coming up to our final departures on tonight's live stream. But Stu, once again, good to see you, mate. Hope you're doing well. 737 Flyer asking, what equipment are you using? Too much. Too much equipment. Yeah, O2 are shocking. Yeah, Stu, the sunset's gorgeous, eh? Not sure if it's going to do much justice to it on the camera. But yeah, sunset's amazing. But we'll just keep with the colours. Yeah, colours that mad on the screen, eh? Can see all the heat haze around that Ryanair 737 as well. Bit of heat coming out of the engines there for you guys too. Yeah, too much equipment. Well, actually, no, to be fair, I've got a lot less than what I actually started with, to be honest with you. Oh, I know why the sky looks so pink. For those of you watching on the behind the scenes, I know why well, I'll also put you on here, but behind the scenes, I know why the sky looks so pink. My sunglasses are, of course, very tinted. So they make the sky look a lot pinker than what it is. For those of you on the mainstream, why it looks so pink for me, my sunglasses make everything look very orangey pink and tinted. So it looks absolutely gorgeous on my eyes. I just had a look at the viewfinder of the camera and taken my sunnies off. And yeah, I've now realised that it doesn't look as pink and orange on your screen as it does in my 4 eyes, in my glasses. Yeah, sunset's amazing. Alex saying, showing them colours that's so good on screen, mate. Good on ya. Can hear our 319 that just departed as well. So we should have... So yeah, these 2 Ryanairs are most likely going to be our final departures of this evening. I don't think we have any more arrivals. No, our next arrival isn't due until 9:25, and then there's quite a few delays on the arrival. So very much true to that 8:30 to 9:30 block of time here at Bristol Airport, where you have absolutely nothing. Absolutely nothing. No planes, no arrivals and or departures. Hazel saying I should go somewhere else after the live, like different countries, but from Bristol Airport. Yep, that's in the works. Of course, that costs money. That takes time. It takes commitment out from my family as well, from my wife and my son. So yeah, that takes planning, of course. There's a lot of logistics that goes into going overseas whilst live streaming. You've got to look at mobile networks. You've got to look at where the best places are to stand, the safest places to stand as well. But there's the sunset for you guys. Just big old ball of sun at the moment as it just kind of settles down behind the terminal. But yeah, a lot goes into doing a live stream, especially an overseas live stream as well. Never say never. Never say never. There is plans to get overseas to do some live streams from overseas, but yeah, never say never. Just there's a lot of planning that goes into it. It's not as easy as you might think. Another element of flight taking place here at Bristol Airport with the bird life. Pretty incredible sunset there this morning. Man, what is going on with me? This evening. Here we go, Ryanair. Boeing 737-800 blasting down a runway 09 reverse stops this evening. But yeah, never say never to overseas live streams. They are very much on my list of my wants and to-dos. But yes, a lot goes into it. A lot of logistics, a lot of money, a lot of travel. But when we can make it happen, we will, I promise. Ryanair, here we go, coming at us. Overhead departures of Feldon Common, runway 09 in action, reverse ops. Low and loud from the Ryanair 737, low and loud. They knew we were here, eh? Putting on a show. Once again, chucking the nose into the right-hand side ever so slightly. A little bit of crabbing there, keep him on the centre line on the climb to altitude this evening. No wind at all though. Across the airfield, no wind at all. Axis, yeah, I'm with you. I'd love to do some overseas streams as well. It's very cool streaming overseas. You know, obviously my channel and life started in Christchurch, New Zealand, so that's classed as overseas now that I'm living back in the UK. But yeah, you've definitely got plans to get overseas. I want to go to Dublin. That's a nice easy one to get to from Bristol. I want to get over to Dublin and do a live stream from Dublin. Got a lot of family that live over in Ireland, of course, as we've spoken about multiple times. I want to get over to Amsterdam and do one from Schiphol. I want to get up to Manchester. Matt needs to get up to Leeds, eh? Katie saying, come over to Canada and hook up with Elman. Yeah, that's on the cards, on the list as well. I want to do that too. Ryanair banking left, of course, heading over to the west, to Ireland. I'd love to do that. Me and Elman have been talking about doing that for quite a while. Looks like our other Ryanair departure that was happening has dropped off the board. As mentioned, cruisy, short live stream this evening. Almost a spontaneous live stream. Oh, it's pinged back up again, transponder on. Very cruisy live stream this evening from Bristol. First time doing a Tuesday evening out here. I want to get out to Edinburgh as well. Chomping at the bit to get back to Scotland. Just to go and visit in Scotland for a holiday, but chomping at the bit to get back to Scotland. And then would love to go and do a stream from Edinburgh. Look at that left bank of the Ryanair. Looking absolutely majestic on the climb out though. The 737 heading out to Dublin. Of course, at some point that's going to start banking right again soon as well. But looking absolutely gorgeous on the climb out there too. Look at that, beautiful, just cruising along. Matt, yeah, Edinburgh would be cool. Edinburgh is definitely on the list of airports to get to for a stream. So many airports to get to. So many airports. I'm going on a holiday to Cornwall in a few weeks' time and debating whether to do a live stream from Newquay. There really isn't many arrivals and or departures from Newquay at all. So yeah, debating whether to do a live stream or just like take the camera and record some content. I'm still quite unsure of the plane spotting locations. I reached out to a few people that I know live down there from the Newquay Facebook group, and they gave me some idea, but yeah, I don't think they were quite understanding like what I was asking for. But yeah, debating whether to do a live stream from Newquay or just take the camera, do some content like I did for the Isle of Wight airport at Sandown. Yeah, I don't know whether to do a live stream or just get some content and then, you know, post it as a highlight video or something. But I think it would be cool to do a live stream because I don't know if anyone has ever, in the history of Newquay Airport being open, I don't know if anyone has ever done a live stream from Newquay. Very small airport, obviously, like not many arrivals and or departures at all. So desperately trying to keep that Ryanair in view through the hedgerow. But yeah, don't know if anyone's ever done a live stream from Newquay. Maybe we could be the first one to do it. But yeah, going down in a few weeks' time. And yeah, debating whether to do a live stream or just get some content from the airport. But yeah, Edinburgh is well and truly on the list. Edinburgh is well and truly on the list. Been tracking this Ryanair 737 for a while. Sitting pretty at 12,500 feet, that Ryanair. We could almost track this all the way over to Dublin. It's not that far. Yeah, Ipso, there you go. That's one of the other elements that I quite like about Newquay. Because, of course, it's got such a RAF history and a military history. I do know, by following quite a few of them around, as you say, you get a lot of A400s just kind of cruising around down there. A lot of other cool little like military planes, and as you say, some lightweight planes as well. So yeah, Ipso, maybe me and you will have a chat a little later on, or over the next few days and weeks, and that we'll see. It looks like, according to Flight Radar, like a bit of a flurry of like arrivals and departures between. Mum's just messaged me on WhatsApp saying, am I right in saying that Newquay has the longest runway because of its history? Correct, Mum. Well done. Good on ya. Because it used to be an RAF base. Guys, we're going to say goodbye to Ryanair. Check this out. Look at that for a sunset shot. Wowzers, eh? Gorgeous. Mum, correct. Runway lights have just been turned on as well. I'm half anticipating that the landing lights down here at the bottom are also going to be turning on. Our final departure of today's live stream is taxiing out. The Ryanair Boeing 737 is taxiing out. We tracked that Ryanair 737 all the way from Bristol to Cardiff, basically. Just then, ladies and gentlemen, for those of you who would like to know. We tracked that all the way from Bristol to Cardiff. Wowzers. Unreal. There's a Boeing 747 UPS up there in the distance. Too far away for me to get it. But we tracked it all the way from Bristol to Cardiff, ladies and gentlemen. But what a gorgeous view of the sunset this evening as we line up to capture our very last departure here at Bristol Airport during our Sky Squad TV almost somewhat of a spontaneous live stream. So ladies and gentlemen, if you haven't already, please do hit the like button. Please do hit the like button on this evening's live stream. Lovely to see you. If I haven't seen you already, hello, my name is Sean, your host here on the Sky Squad TV live stream. I hope you have had a wonderful evening with us. We are lining up for our final departure of today's live stream, which is our Ryanair Boeing 737 that's going to be heading out the door very, very shortly. I'll come around and do my proper outro, say a big thank you to all of our super mods and our captain tier members and everyone else in there as well. But I wanted to come over and say hello, good to see you, I hope you're doing well. Been such a beautiful evening, been a blessed evening to be out here. I am running a behind the scenes live stream as well, so if you want to check that out, go over and check it out right here on the main channel. I'm going to turn on my little DJI Osmo Nano camera that's sitting at the top there for another little piece of extra content. Come over and follow us as well, ladies and gentlemen, if you aren't already on our socials. You can scan that QR code down there in the bottom of your screen, and that will take you to a link page where you can go and check out all of our merchandise as well, hats, t-shirts, hoodies, and you can also check out our social media channels on Instagram, Facebook and TikTok if you so wish to get involved on our social media channels as well. We're having a good time over there on Instagram at the moment. Had a couple of videos go really well, so we're continuing on with that nice little extra push on our social media. But scan that QR code and you can be taken to a lot of different elements here at Sky Squad TV. But honestly guys, what a beautiful evening we have had out here this evening at Bristol. I hope you have enjoyed the sights, sounds and the scenes from Bristol. Why don't we come on over to the double stack screen as well? You might be able to get a bit of a better view of the sunset there. But honestly guys, thank you so much for hanging out. We're waiting for our last departure, then the behind the scenes stream is going to continue running, so you can watch the pack down if you so wish, to see what goes into packing down the gear. All just fits into the backpack. Nothing super exciting if I'm honest with you, but it's always good to see, and I know people do appreciate the pat down and the setup as well. And I appreciate every single one of you for tuning in and watching. Thank you so much for spending your evening with me, for hitting the like button on today's live stream, for subscribing if you have, for liking the content, for coming in and getting involved across all of the content that we do here on Sky Squad TV. It's a pleasure. I love doing these live streams for you guys. I love coming out early in the mornings to capture the early morning arrivals and departures, and I love coming out in the evenings. We're going to try and make the most of these lighter evenings as well. There might be quite short streams, short and fun, but we're going to come out and make the most of the last few weeks of summer and the lighter evenings, so that we can, of course, enjoy the beautiful scenes like we're seeing now with that gorgeous sunset, which I'm going to take you back to the main screen actually, so you can see it just for one more time whilst I figure out what this plane is that's flying over. But honestly guys, it's been a pleasure to be out here with you all this evening. Martin, all the way across the Bristol Channel. Yeah, you know it, mate. Alex NZ's in the house. Good to see you, buddy. Hope you're doing well. Guys, can we blast for 150 likes? Can we well and truly blast over 150 likes by the time that this Ryanair 737 rolls down runway 09 towards us here this evening? Look at the colour of the sky, eh? Unreal. Absolutely sensational. Ryanair Boeing 737 lined up on a runway 09, our final departure of tonight's live stream. Power set and rolling. Here we go. Don't mess it up, Sean. Steve Beakow, good to see ya. Mate, capturing the best of the bunch. Ryanair keeping it low. She's heavy. Yeah, that's what we like, Ryanair. Give it to us. That's what we like. I'm imagining these guys are just going to keep going straight out. No right or left bank maybe for these guys at all on the climb out to altitude this evening. Yeah, Matt, no worries at all. Leighton, no worries. Carwin, thank you for tuning in. Postcard view, eh? Yeah, completely. Now, pleasure's all mine, guys. Thank you so much for tuning in. I appreciate that this was a rather somewhat spontaneous live stream this evening. First of many out here this evening. Well, this evening slot anyway, in this evening time. First of many. Park Run Pete, good to see you. AM, PM to everyone. 5:35 AM. Seymour, Victoria, Australia. Loving that runway. Looks like a roller coaster. So good, and thank you everybody for hitting the like button, blasting us through 150 likes as our Ryanair 737 departs, our final departure. There we go, ladies and gentlemen. There's nothing else coming or going in or out of a Bristol airport for the next little while, so I'll come over and say goodbye to you lovely people in just a moment. As I just make one small adjustment behind the scenes here, ladies and gentlemen. But thank you again, once again, for hitting the like button. Jared saying, always had smooth landings into Bristol. Good on ya. All right, ladies and gentlemen, I've got to do one whole rotation because my cables were a little bit tangled there. A little bit of motion sickness for you there as we end out tonight's live stream. Look at that, eh? Look at the colour in the sky. Wow. Look at that. Wowzers, eh? Absolutely insane shot. Ladies and gentlemen, thank you so much for tuning in to tonight's live stream all the way from our home base of Bristol Airport. I really do hope you enjoyed tonight's show. I hope you had a great time. I hope you enjoyed the sights and the sounds, the arrivals and the departures as well. Thank you once again, ladies and gentlemen, for tuning in. Just going to come over here onto our usual outro screen and say a goodbye to every single one of you. A massive thank you to all of our super mods whose names were just there on the left hand side, and now a massive thank you to all of our captain tier members who are on the top tier member. A massive thank you, of course, to every single one of you who have decided to, of course, support Sky Squad TV via a paid membership, which is a monthly subscription essentially to the channel, which gets your name in the captain tier on the outro screen. It gets you access to the emojis in the chat, the Sky Squad TV Discord server, a whole heap of members only content, which there's going to be even more of coming very, very soon. So a massive thank you to every single one of you. If you haven't already, please do hit the like button and the subscribe button on your way out from tonight's live stream. My name has been Sean, your host here on the Sky Squad TV live stream. Hope you have enjoyed yourself. I thoroughly have enjoyed myself, thoroughly, massively, out here for our short 2-hour live stream. You flick yourselves over to the behind the scenes live stream as well if you like. I'm going to start the pat down process. We will run the outro music, but you can flick yourself over to the behind the scenes and you can check out what's happening there. But all that's left for me to say is thank you so much, everybody, for tuning in to tonight's show. Hope you're doing well. Stay safe out there. Enjoy plane spotting. Spread some love in this crazy world that we live in. And I'll see you lovely people again very soon on the next Sky Squad TV live stream right here on YouTube from our home base of Bristol. It'll be some point this weekend. I'm not 100% sure yet, but it'll be some point this weekend. Yeah, it'll be some point this weekend, either a Saturday or a Sunday. I'm not 100% sure. We've got some friends in town. But anyway, get subscribed, get your notifications turned on, and I'll see you lovely people on the next Sky Squad TV live stream right here from Bristol Airport. Cheers, guys. Stay safe. Enjoy plane spotting. See you very, very soon.
Golden rays across the wing, drifting high above the ground, fading light on everything. down. Level out and let it fly. Watching colors turn